This case involved a building society called the Birkbeck Permanent Building Society, which didn't turn out to be too permanent at all. The idea of a building society is that it operates as a mutual society with members who place money on deposit, rather like in a bank, and the building society then lends that money to other members, mostly for mortgages, so a society for building. For whatever reason though, the Birkbeck Permanent Building Society began operating like a bank, opening accounts and accepting deposits from people who were not members of the building society and who were not required to become members of the building society. This was ultra vires, or beyond the power of the building society. They shouldn't have done it. It didn't really matter for a while, but then things got sticky in 1911 when the building society was wound up. On winding up, there were £7 million in assets, and these had to be divided between the society's business creditors, its members who had money on deposit, and also the non-members who had money on deposit. The lower courts were divided as to whether the members, the legitimate depositors, should be repaid first, or whether the non-members, who shouldn't have been making deposits at all, should come first. The relationship between the members and the society was clear enough, but what was the relationship between the non-member depositors and the society? The court decided that by accepting the money which was given to them in error by the non-member depositors, the building society became a fiduciary. Lord Parker of Waddington said the relationship between the society and the non-member lenders was a fiduciary relationship, and the money in their hands was for all practical purposes trust money. As a result, the building society had essentially identical duties to both categories of depositors. They had duties to the members in accordance with the society's constitution, and fiduciary duties to the non-member depositors. The court said that both categories of depositors should receive a proportional amount of the available assets, sharing the losses equally. From this case, we learn that a party who erroneously receives money ends up in a fiduciary relationship with the true owner. They are essentially a trustee for that money. It is not theirs, and they cannot use it to meet their own liabilities.